So this is the Caregiver Car Chat for Tuesday. This one's kind of entitled, Should I Go to Therapy or Not? And I want to talk about something that might feel a little uncomfortable for some people. Therapy. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, I don't need therapy. I don't need that kind of support. I'm not really a therapy person. Other people have it worse than I do. I don't really need it. I should be able to handle all of this on my own. I know I've had those thoughts sometimes. But if you've had those thoughts, you're definitely not alone. When you're caring for someone with a chronic illness or a medical condition, a disability, you really have to become good at focusing on everyone else's needs. Your loved one has appointments. Your loved one has medications that they need to take and refill. Your loved one is going through the illness and you're not. So it's easy to convince yourself that you don't need it and you're fine. And I've thought that a million times. But being a caregiver can be emotionally heavy. I know it's heavy for me. Sometimes there's worry. There's grief about some things. There's fear, a lot of fear. Frustration, guilt sometimes. Sometimes loneliness. I know I feel that way sometimes. Sometimes even like a resentment to the condition that you don't want to admit out loud that makes you feel that way. And that doesn't make you a bad caregiver. It makes you human, and it's very normal. For some people, therapy can be incredibly helpful. Not because someone is broken or needs fixed, not because they can't handle life on their own, but because having 1 hour where you get to get some support that's focused on you can really make a difference. One thing I've realized is that therapy is only about an hour out of your day. And since COVID, there are so many more options than there used to be as far as how you attend therapy. Many therapists now offer telehealth appointments, which means you may not even have to leave work, or you just have to go out to your car for an hour. If you can find an office or a private area, I know sometimes I do mine in my car. You can connect from home, your home office, wherever works best for you. That flexibility has made getting much support for me a more realistic option, and makes it an option for a lot of caregivers who already feel like their schedule is impossible. A therapist can be someone who listens without judgment, someone who helps you sort through overwhelming emotions and thoughts, someone who teaches practical coping skills, ways to manage your stress, and ways to communicate more effectively with other people, set healthy boundaries, or work through anxiety before it builds into burnout. Sometimes we don't even realize how much we're carrying until someone helps us unpack it a little bit. Now, therapy isn't the right fit for everyone, I know that. And that's okay. That's totally fine. The goal isn't to convince everyone to see a therapist. It's not that. It's that the goal is to encourage everyone to find healthy ways to care for our own emotional and mental well-being. Maybe that's talking with a trusted friend. Maybe it's your faith community. Maybe it's journaling, prayer, meditation, or mindfulness, exercise. I know exercise is helpful for me. A caregiver support group or some type of support group. Time in nature. Creating artwork. Listening to music or creating music. Reading. Whatever helps you process your emotions in a healthy way instead of bottling them up until they get ready to explode. Because here's what I've learned. Ignoring stress doesn't make it go away. In fact, sometimes it makes it worse. It usually finds another way to show up sometimes. So whether it's therapy or another healthy outlet, give yourself permission to take care of your mind and your mental and emotional well-being the same way you work so hard to take care of everyone else's. Because caregivers need support too. And asking for support isn't a sign of weakness. In fact, it's a sign of strength. It's one more way we build the strength to keep showing up for our loved one or the person we're caring for. So until next time, keep showing up, keep loving fiercely, and don't forget that you matter too. I hope that you have a great day.